Here's a cautionary tale that for some can go devastatingly wrong. So we were in the woods the other week, my sons and I, and we found some of these. I have no idea what they are, and I would never trust an AI app to correctly conclude any mushroom. But for the hell of it, I just put a photo of these into an app, and it incorrectly concluded that it was an edible puffball mushroom. So, not knowing that it wasn't, I said, oh, that's interesting. And we decided to return 1 week later to see how the puffballs were growing. However, when we returned, these mushrooms looked extremely different. Now they were starting to go brown and they had developed stalks, which means they definitely weren't giant puffball mushrooms. It shows how difficult it is to correctly identify mushrooms sometimes because they change a lot as they grow. At one stage of their development, they might look a lot like one thing and then look completely different in the next stage of their development, which makes identification a challenge sometimes. So you have to really be sure that you are quite an expert on the kind of mushroom that you're hoping to forage. I'm really glad that my sons were with me to witness that so they could see firsthand what the kinds of pitfalls are when you're foraging foods in nature. I've always been a fan of educating them about the delights of nature as well as the real dangers. In the end, we went home with some birch polypore and some sweet chestnuts.